following is a pre-recorded, paid political announcement.
We have suffered a loss that cannot be waived. I will do my best. That is all I can do. I ask for your help and God's.
Johnson, the 36th President of the United States, thrust suddenly into leadership of the free world by the tragic assassination of John F. Kennedy, returned to the nation's capital. He came with grief in his heart, but he also came determined that the young president he had served did not live or die in vain.
John Kennedy's death commands what his life conveyed, that America must move forward. And now the ideas and the ideals which he so nobly represented must and will be translated into effective action.
The promises made that November day were strong promises. One by one, they have been kept. An $11 billion tax cut proposed by President Kennedy was signed into law by President Johnson on February 26th. The president sought and won support from both parties in passing a bill to fulfill our founding fathers' commitment that every American have his full constitutional rights. The anti-poverty bill expressed the president's and the people's determination to eliminate poverty from the richest nation in the world. It was signed on August 20th. Led by the president, Congress passed 5 significant bills on education, more than any other Congress in recent history. The president signed the Wilderness Bill, saving threatened areas of natural beauty. He signed new legislation attacking the problems of transportation and housing in our cities. New programs to help ensure the farmer a fair reward for his labor. In fact, 45 major bills were passed. But the president's leadership was not felt in the halls of Congress alone. He helped to settle a 4.5-year-old conflict between the railroad companies and the men who operate the trains, averting a strike that could have paralyzed the nation. He cut the federal budget. Only the second time in 10 years this has been done. And federal expenditures have been kept below the level authorized in the budget. When American destroyers were attacked in the Gulf of Tonkin, he replied firmly and decisively, and communist aggression was turned back. In the dark days of last November, President Johnson expressed the nation's purpose in 3 simple words. Let us continue. Vote for President Johnson on November 3rd. The stakes are too high for you to stay home.